What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Without much more to say, I got this. He's gone. He's gone, LA. He is gone. Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconerizonechannel. My name is Justin Sofro. Today, it is a very special edition of the Daily News. Today, it is of course Sunday, December 18th, 2022, and I've got your latest one thing I gotta talk about. I was gonna say rundown, it's one big topic, one big news of the day, and you know what we're talking here on the channel today. If you haven't already though, do me a solid favor, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. If you feel so inclined, you can follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. Don't worry, I will plug that once again at the end of the video. Now, without any further ado, we can now give a congratulations, a big time congratulations to the men of the Argentinian national team that have just won the FIFA World Cup in a fantastic match, probably one of the greatest matches I've probably watched in my entire life. It had everything, spectacle, PKs, it had it all, and one thing it had most of were Juventus players actually looking pretty good. Maybe not as good as they tend to look for Juve. Normally. Rabiot, I'll give you credit. Rabiot's been fantastic throughout the World Cup, and he's been fantastic for the better portion of this season for Juventus. Well, that continues. That doesn't matter. We don't need to talk about that. I don't need to speculate on Rabiot right now, because this video, it ain't about him. You know who the video is about today. Our boy, Leandro Paredes. No, I'm just kidding. We're not doing Leandro Paredes. He's probably done at Juve as well. One man, though, is his time done. Ángel María. We talk about that all the time here on the channel. This has actually been not a new subject. If you know, Julian and myself had discussed it since his signing in June or July, whenever it happened finally, and all the the nonsense floating out around it. So as we sit right here, let me go and recollect. This one is going a little bit more off the cuff than it is an actual, planned out video. So really, the way I want to go about this is I want to discuss, should he come back? Should he leave? And what will he do? I think right now the biggest thing that we can say is when Ángel Di María wanted to pick up an extra season when he left PSG to play, was really just to play for the World Cup. You have to be in competition. You have to keep in shape. You have to keep in gear. So he goes to Juventus. He does it. He sees the first half of the season out. Though, let's be honest, with a lot of injury, really not offering that much to the club. When he play a few games here or there, I don't even know what the specifics were on the totals, but I know that he was sparingly used. The only player that saw less time than him was Paul Pogba, right? And that's one of the issues coming into the season. Is one, he's been a disappointment for Juventus. And then I have to sit there and watch a FIFA World Cup final, and he's giving out dishes like that. He is performing, and obviously he's got a lot more firepower to work with when you have Lionel Messi side by side with him, guys to create for, guys to finish, guys who can finish. Juve, you hear me? Word of the day, finish. You know what? Actually, let's do this. Let's flip it up. It's a hot take video now. Now it's hot take season. It's not just a normal daily video. We're going hot takes. That's what we're going right now. Let's shift back and let's adjust. Fantastic performance from the World Cup from Di María in that final. I was one of those that was blessed to be able to sit down and watch the entire match and enjoy it. And I can tell, I have people from the United States, while I live in the United States, reaching out to me about this match that they saw and talking about that's what the sport is that you love. That's the sport. That's it. Not what we see with Allegri ball. Not what we see here on the regular in Serie A even. That's the sport, and that's why it's beloved around the world. More importantly, though, when it comes to Di María, Julian, Alejandro, and myself have discussed this ad nauseum on the channel. You look at it, you look at what he was able to do, you look at the entire situation at Juventus and how it is right now, it doesn't make a lot of sense for him to really want to return to it, if we're being honest. First things up, when he signed with Juventus in the beginning, it went so long, it took them so damn long to get that agreement settled and signed that I was just ready to move on from him back then. And one of the biggest sticking points to Ángel Di María sticking with the club, staying with Juventus, was that he did not, I repeat, did not want to have a guaranteed second season with the club. He wanted the 1 year. He wanted the 1 year in the World Cup so that he can say arrivederci adieu, bid me adieu, send me back to Argentina. Go if he wants to, he can go retire, play for his local team, or he can just go into retirement and just chill out and enjoy it and do pull a Tom Brady, have that FIFA World Cup trophy, and throw it off the balcony of his deck or whatever, or of his ship, I guess, while he's day drinking on the beach, right? Anyway, we move forward to where we sit right now and the situation at Juventus. Right now, let me go ahead and throw it up. Actually, I should have thrown this up all along. Here it is. We'll throw him up there. Di Maria with the trophy right there, enjoying it. Our boys enjoying it. I'll put it back up here in just a sec. But let's go ahead and throw up the specifics of what we know right now. So I put up the question, should Ángel Di Maria come back to Juventus or set off into retirement following Argentina's monumental victory over France in the FIFA World Cup? Anytime you beat France, I'm happy. Juventus currently sit in third place, much better than they sat through most of the first half of the season. Things got rectified there at the end, thanks to that 6-game stretch by Max Allegri. Third place, sitting 10 points back from Napoli in the Scudetto race. Milan are ahead of them as well. In second place, they're 9 points back as well. That's the first half of it. You have 10 points that have to be made up. Di Maria very well could be the catalyst that Juventus needs to help them okay, let's not say secure, will help them move their way up in battles against a team like Napoli. We already know one thing. Paul Pogba will be sitting out. We will miss him in the midfield against Napoli. One thing that could really be a game changer, a difference maker, would be to have a player like Ángel Di Maria there. We know how much Juventus needs it. We know Juventus can use it. But again, that does not mean anything to how much Di Maria will actually want to do it. In the end, is he really competing for anything? The only thing he's really competing for would be to win an Italian Scudetto, to actually win that and have that on the list of his accomplishments and many trophies that he's won, while at other clubs he could add that as well. He goes on. Outside of that, in the competition and everything that goes wrong right now with Juventus there, you have to look at the second most, or really what should be the first most important competition that Juventus is playing in. And it is not the Champions League. They have bailed out of the Champions League already, and now they're looking to try to win a Europa League trophy. Is that a trophy that he wants to add to it? Does he already have one? I can't remember. I don't recall. But right now, who cares about the Europa League? It's the NIT. It is whatever you want to say, a secondary one. Winning that trophy is like one of those that you put it at the back of the shelf. We don't really need it. You know what I mean? Does he want to compete against that? Does he want to compete? I was about to say against the Ronaldos of the world, since Ronaldo, and that's a slide against Ronaldo, obviously, because Manchester United, or what are the teams? There are a lot of teams headlining it. Barcelona, Manchester United, all those teams are in there playing in the Europa League. But the competition itself is not effort worthy for Di Maria to really give his all to go out there to win a Europa League trophy on Thursdays. And that's what I'm saying. I was going to throw Ronaldo in there, but Ronaldo's not even with Manchester United. Can't even make it through the season. Now he'll probably go and take that Saudi Arabian money, and that's fine. Go earn your money, I guess, whatever. Today, the world changed for Ronaldo, it changed for Di Maria, and it may change for Juventus fans. First up, Ronaldo, it changed because I'll say it right now while we're on the hot take train. You're done. You are done, son. Cristiano Ronaldo will now forever be the second greatest player to ever play the sport. Lionel Messi has cemented his status as the GOAT. Lionel Messi, the GOAT of, I was about to say soccer, but football, European football. Sorry, we don't want to disgrace you guys by calling it soccer. Then we continue on. Di Maria. And one of the most important aspects that we need to talk about that's not even on this list right now is this. Juventus right now is in, do I want to say peril? It's not shambles, but it's a club in peril. It's a club that doesn't know who they are. And when I'm saying that, I don't mean they're having identity issues. They don't know who anybody is. They don't know who the president is. They don't know who the board's going to be. They don't know nothing. And I understand you have Max Allegri. You have some consistency there with the club, but it cannot be understated how important those pieces are to Juventus, to the players, that they know the guys they're working with. They know the guys that they can go to. They know that they can go to a Pavel Nedved. They know that they can even go to Allegri, or they can go to Agnelli, if you need it. It's one of those situations where it's weird when you don't know who your club is anymore. And do you want to live another 6 months or whatever, however long it takes to see out the rest of the season to be at Juventus instead when you can go home and be comfortable? I don't know. I'm not pushing for him to leave, but what I'm saying is that there is a lot of appeal for a guy like Di Maria to just say, so long, arriva bene. That's what he's supposed to say. Arriva bene. Arrivederci. I want to get out of here and I want to go live the good life. And again, I guess it's a hard issue. It's an issue of who you are as a person and who you are as a player. Do you see things out? Are you a consummate competitor or you want to keep this thing going? You want to keep playing the sport? Do you just play for the love of the sport? That's the question I ask Di Maria right now, because then you see out the rest of the season. But if you don't, and you also want to be a guy who goes out at the mountaintop, at the peak, at the best of your career, then that's a situation where you'd say, it's time to get going. Time to head out. Let's celebrate this thing with wine, with a little Chardonnay, a little, pop some bottles. That's what I'm saying. And let's go sail off into the sunset. What will he do? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think Di Maria will come back to Juventus, see out the rest of the season, maybe even potentially sign on for another season? Or do you think it is done, kaput? I want to go home. Wish him the best, Di Maria, though. Juventus was only a space holder. But that'll do it for me. Let me know your comments in the comment section down below. Do you agree or disagree in your opinion? Will he stay? Will he go? Is it time to be done with Ángel Di Maria and time for him to really go enjoy some quality time back in his motherland? Anyway, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. You can follow bianconerizone at bianconerizone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I will see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. Say hello to your old lady for me.